folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this. To finish this... Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We jump into this challenge in the third quarter with 4 minutes to go. You're trailing by 1. You have the ball on your own 35-yard line. 1st and 10. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime in trying to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I hope we're giving enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Okay, Coach, we start this challenge off in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. You're down 7, but you're just across midfield, and it's 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 72 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. That one, he correctly figured that.
So 1st and 10 of the Rams offense gets ready. Johnson running left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he can't anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Barreling in. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And some room to work.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 79 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
They run on first down with Jackson. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run again with Jackson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach.
And now the Falcons on a 1st and 10, getting ready to go on offense. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Chris Johnson, 27 yards. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
The Coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're down a field goal. Your opponent has it just across the 50 as we get set here, 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there that'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Jones. He'll flip this out to Brightwell. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the Coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Thank you, Coach. We jump into this challenge in the third quarter with 4 minutes to go. You lead by a touchdown, but your opponent has the ball at your 40-yard line. 1st and 10. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Adafe always so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
There's no approval about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Flushed out right. Herbert has it knocked free. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
We start this challenge off in the 4th quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. You're ahead 7 points, but your opponent has the ball at your 40-yard line. 1st and long. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. Well, you came up short in this one, but no worries. Select replay challenge and go get that win. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Back to the ground here. Mitchell dancing away at the 35. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard. So the 49ers, they're getting set to go on offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And now the offense getting set. 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But you got to do it in your own backfield. I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
3 yards on the pickup there. They've got it back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Got his target, Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow. Garoppolo now. And he will find his man Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Garoppolo. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Here we go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This pass into the hands of Turner. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
So 1st and 10 for the Washington offense as they get ready. First play, and Young is going to throw it. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Again, it's Young. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, it's Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Okay, Coach, we will start this challenge off in the second quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. We're still without a score, tied at 0. But you're just across midfield, and it's 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
From the red zone now, Young. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Davis. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great play there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you, Coach. We pick up this challenge in the third quarter with 5 minutes left on the clock. You're trailing by 14. You've got the ball on your own 15-yard line. First and long. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
To throw, Young. It's caught, Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave it with a 3rd and 5. And quickly, they get to the line. From the shotgun, it's Young. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Now Young. And he fires one incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Vernon Davis from 17 yards out. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now, you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Okay, Coach, we start this challenge off in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. We're all tied at 42, but your opponent has the ball at your 40-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. 40 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Carr going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
The Coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Let's send it down to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis for the call.
We start this challenge off in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. You're down 7. Your opponent has the ball on your 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. There he goes, left side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown. Probably just hoping the defense could hold it, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2.
And Young's going to throw for this.
And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. They didn't want the tie. They rolled the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feel like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yard line, 2nd and 11.
Black lock. Check white.
They toss it out right to Johnson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's rest. No check.
Now Young. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dissect the secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and added another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever had because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from this head coach.
He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 9. A little under 30 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 34. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Okay, Coach, we start this challenge off in the 4th quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. You're down 7. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25, and it's 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. So now the Bengals down 28-21. At time, a huge factor. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Young's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Now Young.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Young.
Over the middle, complete. That's Smith.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Young to throw. Goes right back to Smith again.
And it'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Here's Young.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
Well, they had guts to go for that, and they got it. Now, if you're the defense, you feel some major pressure, don't you?
Well, they put it on you, haven't they? They've told you you are the unit they believe in. We'll find out now if they can make it hold up. But, boy, just going for it in that spot.
I know, right?
Amazing.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Now it's the Ravens' turn, trailing by 1 after the 2-point conversion. A little under 50 seconds to go. A field goal would be a game winner as they come up on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Tried to get it that time to James Crochet,
but it'll be 2nd down.
Now Jackson.
Flush to his right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
Jackson.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Connecting with Andrews. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Jackson.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We jump into this challenge in the third quarter with 4 minutes to go. You're up by 2 scores. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown. Chris Johnson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
On the return, Johnson.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Ready to go again here on offense. Chris Johnson trots back out there. He's topped the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Johnson on the return.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Patriots take over.
New England's offense set to go.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Young to throw it. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Patriots touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Thank you, Coach. We jump into this challenge in the third quarter with 4 minutes to go. You've got a big lead. You have the ball on your own 20-yard line. First and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
62-yard. Now on 9 carries.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, you certainly have to... here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll dive forward here to make sure he gets something out of that one, but not much. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Up the middle, Johnson. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down. And this one is right down the middle. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it. No point.
Touchdown, Texans! Vernon Davis, 38 yards. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And just like that, another Ultimate Challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We will start this challenge off in the second quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. You lead by a touchdown. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. Got his man, it's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just
trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. To throw, Young. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Johnson, 43 yards. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
I like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
Okay, so you won't be going undefeated against this challenge, but hey, the good news, losses don't count against you, so give it another shot. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Now Young. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 3rd and short yardage, Young. Got a man complete, Calvin Johnson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Trying to get Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles are going to take over at
So 1st and 10 for the Washington offense as they get ready.
now Young.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Young off the play fake. On the move to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Young's throw complete there to Smith.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. It'll be Young again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Now a first down throw for Young. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a lower score. And now the offense getting set. 1st and 10. Young. And this is caught by Williams. Room here to run.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 16. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, Young. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis, a 16-yard touchdown. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We jump into this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 4 minutes to go. You're leading by 6 points. You've got possession in your own territory. 1st and long. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And they're going to speed things up here. Touchdown, Rams. Vernon Davis, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Congratulations on yet another victory. And you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to...
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. Let's send it down to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis for the call.
We start this challenge off in the 4th quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. You're ahead by 4. Your opponent has the ball at midfield as we get set here on 1st down.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
Looking deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
The Coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup.
So the Cardinals offense ready to go on 1st and 10.
Right to the air. Here's Murray.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Hey folks, it's the Coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Okay, Coach, we will start this challenge off in the 2nd quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. You've got a big lead, but your opponent has the ball just across midfield as we get set here 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. That's Gap. And the ball is knocked out. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hey folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks as always. We start this challenge in the third quarter with 90 seconds left. Tie ball game, 35 points each. You have the ball on your opponent's 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
Boy, 179 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chris Johnson. An 8-yard touchdown run.
There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Here's the situation for this challenge. We're in the fourth quarter, and there's only 90 seconds left in the game. You're only down 3 points. You've got the ball on your side of the field. 1st and long. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Pharaoh Brown,
51 yards.
And the Colts use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We start this challenge in the first quarter with 90 seconds left. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You have the ball on your own 20-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's Young on 1st down. Touchdown, Browns.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Browns will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We will start this challenge off in the second quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. You're down a field goal. Your opponent has possession at your 40 as we get set here 1st and 10.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A solid pickup of 5. Very solid. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Roundtree the third. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Thank you, Coach. We jump into this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 4 minutes to go. You have a 3-point lead, but your opponent has possession at your 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
After the sack on first down, Allen to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offense.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Okay, Coach, we start this challenge off in the 4th quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. You're down 7. Your opponent has it just across the 50, and it's 1st and 10. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Now a play fake. Wentz. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach.
The Patriot offense set to go as they've got it 1st and 10. They try the left side with Johnson. And some space here. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Pats go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hey folks, it's the Coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we will start this challenge off in the 2nd quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got possession in midfield as we get set here 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Young now from the 50. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Vernon Davis, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Packers drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night.
Taylor now to return it. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Vernon Davis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
We jump into this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 4 minutes to go. You're down 21 points. You have the ball on your own 20-yard line. 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. 1st down, Young.
Open man, complete downfield to Davis.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Vernon Davis from 17 yards out. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins as they are able to cut into that lead.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We start this challenge off in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. You're down big. You have the ball inside your own 10, and it's 1st and 10.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Young to throw it. He's got a man, complete. 30, 10.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big play there on the catch and run. 86 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And his kick here is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run with Gibson.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll throw again. Young. Touchdown, Cowboys. Vernon Davis, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score. The fourth.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive, 4 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Washington offense set to take over.
And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, brothers' attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can select to replay the challenge and be sure you pay attention to... The offense for the Cowboys getting set to go on 1st and 10. Now Young. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
A bit. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Young now. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. And his kick is indeed good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing now is Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Take it at the 37.
Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it's the best possible spot to begin a drive. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports.
So 1st and 10, and the Rams offense gets ready.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. Open man downfield is Davis.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A 1st down throw for Young. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Vernon Davis. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We will start this challenge off in the 2nd quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. You're only down 3 points. You've got possession in your own territory, 1st and long. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Young's throw there taken in by Smith. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Young. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Vernon Davis. A a 7-yard touchdown grab. And just like that, another Ultimate Challenge has been defeated.
You